Every single morning, before the city fully woke up, Hassan would set up his small tea stall at the same street corner. His setup was humble: just a couple of kettles, some chipped cups, and a little wooden box for whatever money he made. Some days were good, he'd earn enough to get by, but many days, he didn't. Yet Hassan had something that set him apart from everyone else. He smiled at every single person who passed by. This wasn't a polite, tired smile you'd expect from someone in business. It was a genuinely warm, sincere smile, as if each person he saw truly mattered. Most people just ignored him, rushing past without a second glance. Some even mocked him. "Why do you smile so much?" A grumpy customer once asked him. "It's not like your life is easy," Hassan would just reply gently, "because a smile costs nothing, but it can give so much relief." One rainy evening, a well-dressed man stopped by his stall. He looked completely exhausted, his shoulders were slumped, and his eyes were empty. "Tea," the man mumbled, without even looking up from the ground. Hassan handed him a cup with his usual warm smile. The man frowned, finally looking up. "What are you smiling at?" he snapped. "At you," Hassan said softly. "You look like someone who is carrying a very heavy heart." The man just froze. It had been years since anyone had noticed the pain he was carrying. That night, the man, whose name was Adil, sat at that little tea stall for much longer than he had planned. He didn't say much, but when he finally left, he put a generous amount of extra money into Hassan's wooden box. The very next day he came back, and then the day after that. Slowly, over many cups of tea, Adil began to open up. He was a successful businessman who, from the outside, had everything he could ever want, but inside, he had no peace. His marriage had fallen apart. His son refused to speak to him. His nights were long and filled with regret. One evening, Adil finally asked the question that had been on his mind. "Hassan, why do you keep smiling at strangers like me?" Hassan looked at him and said, "The Prophet, peace be upon him, taught us that even a smile is a form of charity, or Sadaqah. I may not have much wealth to give, but I can still give this." Those simple words struck Adil more deeply than any lecture he had ever heard. A few days later, Adil noticed that Hassan's stall wasn't open. Then another day passed, and another. He started to get worried. He asked around the neighborhood and soon learned the heartbreaking truth: Hassan had been rushed to the hospital. He had a silent, serious illness, with no savings to his name and no family nearby to help. Without a moment's hesitation, Adil went to the hospital and paid for every single medical bill. When Hassan finally woke up, weak but alive, the first thing he saw was Adil sitting quietly by his bedside. "You gave me more than just tea," Adil said softly, his voice thick with emotion. "Your smile, it saved me when I felt like I was drowning." Hassan, though weak, managed that same warm, sincere smile. "Then my Sadaqah has reached its destination," he whispered. Months later, Adil reopened the tea stall on that very same corner. It was bigger now, cleaner, and better equipped. But he insisted that Hassan, now healthier than ever, would be the one to manage it. Above the new stall, there was a simple wooden sign that read, "Free smiles. Tea if you want." People came from all over for the delicious tea, but they always stayed for the smile that came with it. The lesson here is so powerful. You don't need a lot of money to change someone's life. Sometimes, the smallest and simplest act, when done with true sincerity, can become the greatest form of charity. Thank you for watching. If this story touched your heart, please like, share, and subscribe for more content that inspires.